year I covered the horror that is Twilight. Yeah. But by this time everyone's gotten their shots in and we're starting to actually roll into a Twilight backlash. So in that spirit, I want to take a different approach and explain why Twilight is so offensive. Here goes. The most offensive thing about Twilight is that Twilight should be awesome. Do you know how awesome it is to be a vampire in the Twilight universe? You're young forever, you turned hotter than you were as a human, and you can pretty much be perfect at everything. You might even get a superpower. You can't be killed by snakes, garlic, crosses, or the sun. And from what I've learned from Breaking Dawn, all vampires do all day is play video games and fuck. Radical. Next, we know Edward Cullen is the mopey sparkle unicorn. Do you know how he spent the 1920s and 30s? He was the goddamn vampire Batman. He fought crime by hunting down criminals and drinking their blood. That should be awesome. As for his adopted vampire sister Rosalie, her backstory is just like I Spit on Your Grave with vampires. Their vampire father, Carlisle Cullen, is a vampire surgeon, which means he has the smarts and strength and speed of a vampire, but without the bloodlust. If he is not the main character of the next Trauma Center game, I will. So here's my theory. On Earth Prime, there's a really awesome series of books about a hardcore family of vampires. Decided to write the alternate universe high school fic where the least interesting character falls in love with someone even less interesting than himself. Unfortunately, on Earth 14, we got that fanfic. Twilight. And it sucked all the awesome out so we could focus on 2,000 pages of people staring back and forth at each other. Vampire half-breed fetuses being delivered via moms. I'd almost say this is the one series where the fanfic is better than the original series, except Stephanie Meyer already writes her own fanfic. Which, you'll recall, is based on a story that already sounds like a fanfic. So if you have yet to experience Twilight, just watch Buffy the Vampire Slayer while hitting yourself in the face with a frying pan. It amounts to the same thing.
So we just have a 2-minute outro, but I think that everyone's shaking their head and saying we can't. I really wish that we could just go, like, we worked so hard on this, we started late, there were problems with sound.
We have 1 minute.
We have 1 minute. Okay. Time for us to leave you with something to think. I don't even know if this is the right one. Something to think about. In the past, we spoiled life, the internet, and whether or not the tape was a lie. But this year, we're going to spoil ourselves by spoiling ourselves. Let's look into the future of Spoiler the Panel.
Panel 5. Disorganization 13 continues to fall out of the good graces of convention staff due to their dedication to the art of vuvuzela playing. They perform in front of their biggest crowd yet near the dumpster behind the convention.
Spoilers of Panel 6. In 2012, Disorganization 13 averts the oncoming apocalypse by sacrificing the entire audience to the ancient Mayan god. Once again, thanks us for not removing our pants.
Spoiler of Panel 7. The human Spoiler the Panel is deemed so offensive it gets the first ever extremely adult-only rating. If you welcome to the panel, if you're over 37, live in Slums, New Jersey, and know what a California donkey punch surprise is. Our next goal is getting Spoiler the Panel 8 classified as ultra porn.
Spoiler of Panel 8. In return for promising to never use the Choaniki picture again, President Obama invites Disorganization 13 to the White House for a private presentation of Spoiler of the Panel. Angel throws a penis on his forehead.
Spoiler of Panel 9. Done from the International Space Station as Disorganization 13 has been forbidden to set foot on American soil due to Angelo drawing a penis on Obama's forehead. Spoiler of Panel -5. Disorganization 13 travels back in time in an attempt to stop Uncle Yo's evil plans to take over the world. Turned out to be Angelo from the future.
Go! Read it!
Spoiler of Panel 15. After the massive success of Anime Press Your Luck, host Brian Sonic Sisbinsky breaks into the TV scene with his new program, Brian's S&M Game Show Dungeon. Potential fans are disappointed when they find out that S&M really just stands for Sonic and Mario.